Chunk, first cast is not bad luck. It's in a chunk on a first cast, it's not bad luck. This is Sam Rayburn. Tournament capital of Texas waters. It gets a ton of pressure. I look at the whole thing nowadays because pressure has changed things. You know, electronics are good, fishermen are better than they used to be. To me, it's a lot of sit down time. That's when I rely on my electronics 100%. You know, find those good schools that are just pushing out to these deeper water spots. My main Rayburn baits, if I can catch them cranking, 5XDs, 6XDs. We're out here and the water temperature's 82. Can't fish it fast enough. So I'm fishing a drop that's about a 11 to 16 foot drop. Way shallower than the 6XD will run. I'm not really trying to make a long cast, but on a long cast, I can achieve 18 to 19 foot with a 6. That's how you want him right there. He's pinned. He's got 2 hooks in him and he ain't going nowhere. Chunker. See him on the live right there. You just kind of came out to them. Those are, you can see them, they're feeding around, moving around. I mean, I think they're gonna bite a crankbait for a couple different reasons. One thing is it can be a really good forage imitator, but you can also draw a reaction strike with a crankbait. And I think there's 2 ways to do that. Speed and impact, that's one way. Hitting something fast, that's a great way to draw a reaction. Hitting something fast with a loud, obnoxious color, that kind of enhances that to me. So sound, speed, and the color, you know, those are all things that can make a fish react. A little bit bigger fish, huh? Chunker. Whew. He was asking how many times I've been hooked. We almost made it one more. That's a Rayburn bass right there. Just built solid. That's beauty. There's another one. Look at the 360. You see we're not fishing a lot of cover. The fish are further out of my range. That's why you're not picking those up. But usually I like to kind of look for cleaner areas in the early part of the summer. Areas that don't have a lot of wood sometimes. An individual fish, you know, he may want to get around cover. If they're in a school, they don't need that. They're hunting in a pack. So open water is fine to them. You want to get back in there fast because right now, I have great electronics, but I still rely on old school fishing. You know, I know exactly where to throw. I'm setting with spot lock, but I know exactly where I need to cast. Keep them going while you can. To me, the biggest fish in the lake are gonna be very hard to fool with a lot of subtle techniques. I mean, I'm not saying they don't eat small bait fish and small crawfish and things like that, but those are plentiful in the lake. So what I'm looking to do is fish something aggressive, something obnoxious, make him mad, you know. This time of year, you could have either kind of day. You could have a day where you go through a lot of numbers. Where's your mama? Or you could have a day where you catch 7 bass and they're 22 pounds. I mean, it's hard to say. Working my confidence bait a lot today, chartreuse and blue, 6XD. 2 of my favorite colors in the realistic category would be Tennessee Shad and Tennessee Shad 2.0. 2.0 has the purple back, but it's never good to come out with one option, you know. Here we're throwing a 7.6 Zodius cranking rod. It's a glass rod from Shimano. If you notice, it's got a very parabolic action. So it's got flex down low, all the way to the tip. Gives me a good back cast. When I hook those fish, you'll see the whole rod flex. That's important. When he jumps, you want the rod to compensate for the head shakes. So that does that. So this is a Shimano DC Corrado 150. You know, I like the DC technology for casting into the wind, just controlling the variables. And this is 15-pound Seaguar in VizX. So yeah, fast reel, fast retrieve, the water's hot. Faster you reel, the more times you can throw in a day. I mean, that's just kind of simple math, but also getting a reaction bite. You know, get them fired up, keep them fired up. That's kind of the way I think about offshore cranking.